Right, we're on question 12. So the frequency polygon shows information about the times taken by 49 athletes to run this much in the 2017 World Championships. What we should note first is, with frequency polygons, we have them in intervals like so it looks something like this. Well, so when we plot the frequency, we do it in the midpoint of those intervals. So 50 to 51, I plot the frequency in the middle. 51 to 52, I plot it in the middle, like you can see all along here. Use the information in the frequency polygon to complete the table by writing the missing values. So when the frequency is 16, we want to figure out what interval is that within. So 16 is roughly here and across. That's the only one that's 16. So you'll see with 16, it's in between the 51 and the 52. So that's my solution, 51 to 52. None of the athletes ran 400 meters in exactly 52 seconds. So that means these 16 that were in between 51 and 52, they were all a little bit less than the 52. None of them were equal to the 52, even though it says it there. Find the number of athletes who ran the 400 meters in less than 52 seconds. So we know there were 16 of them that ran it between 51 and 52 seconds. But there's another 4 down here that ran it somewhere between 50 and 51. But again, it's less than 52. So we would do there 16 plus 4. That's your first mark. And the correct answer is 20. 20 athletes. Lastly, calculate an estimate. So we know here that it's not going to be an exact answer. For the mean time of the 49 athletes. Generally, and you'll see this in GCSE mathematics, you will have a table that will look something like this. 50 and it's time. So 51, we've got 51, 52, 53 and 54, 52, 53, 54 and 55. You will see a table that will look something like this. So with different intervals like so, and generally the frequency is given to you as well. We can see from the graph up here that between 50 and 51 is 4. So that's our frequency. Next one is 16. Between 52 and 53, it's 20. Next one is 6, and then we finish with 3. 6 and 3. And if you add them all up, actually, it gets us back again to that 49 athletes. So there's the 49 athletes. To calculate or an estimate for the mean, what we need first is the midpoints here. So it's a mean or an estimate, I should say, because we don't know where it is between 50 and 51. So what we'll do is we'll go halfways and just go with that number. So the same all the way along here, 51.5. 52.5, 53.5, and the midpoint of the last one is 54.5. Your next step is take those midpoints. So we're going to say that these 4 people ran it each in 50.5 seconds. So we're going to figure out what's the total for these. So 4 times 50.5 will be 202. So this is where our calculator comes into play. And it is literally just multiplying these across every time. So we take that frequency and multiply it by the midpoint. On the next one, it should be 104, 105, I think. Nope. 1,500 possibly. $1,050. And next we got 6 times 53.5. And lastly 54.5 times 3. 63.5. Almost finished with it. Our answers here, we need to add these together now. That'll give us the total time. And then to get an average, we'll take that answer and divide it by 49. When we add all these up, we should get 2560.5. So last step, 2560.5 divided by 49. And we get an answer of 52.25510.204. Hasn't asked us to round it, so I'm not going to round it at the moment, but that's roughly about 52 seconds would be our answer to that one. So key thing there is take the midpoints, multiply it by the frequency, and then your total here divided by the total number of people, or total number of athletes.